So, who is going to be first today? We're looking to see who is going to be first today. And the winner of the Who is Going to Be First today is, let's see, the winner is, whoa, wait. It is Alicia. Whoa. Alicia is number one, I think. I'm checking. Um, I'm looking. It is Alicia. All right. Janet gave me my heart. Lakeista is on. Ethel is on from the Hollands. Good to see you as well. Crystal Creations. Judy Nixon Johnson is always with us. Good to see Jean on with us. Good to see Sharon on from Midway. Monica says hello. Hello, Crystal. Thank you for joining us. Let me see. I'm just trying to catch up. Um, Carolyn is on. Good to see Carolyn Thompson on. Angela is on with us. Hello. Hey, Vady. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Vornice is on from Washington State. Always good to have her. Good to see Minister Chanel on. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Uresh is on with us. Hello. Stephanie, good to see you. I hope things are better for you. Angela is on, so thank you so much for joining us, Angela. Um, Victoria is on. Good Friday to you. Um, I know Victoria. They say it's actually it was her. Well, who pops up first on my thing, so that's how it goes. So. Barbara Dolores is on, and Lita E Hall in the house. Day O. Tam Reeds, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I would not forget. And finally, Miss LaWanda Tillman has joined us. She had been cheating with us with the Golden State Warriors. And so she is back. And of course, we missed you. E. Joyce Paris is on with us every single Friday. Have you missed any, Joyce? And we have Pastor Thurman Neil Tillman is on with us, and he's been a little AWOL, but I guess he was probably with Sister Tillman. But greeting and salutations to you. Tia is on with you. Good to see Dr. Patricia West as well. Good to see C. Nicole. Weems Kids from Pula. Good to see you. Rayella from Missouri. We're wanting you back. Lily, good evening to you as well. Vornice again from Washington State. Elder Flossie is on with us. Wanda Howard has joined us. Thank you for joining us. Sandra Frazier is on. Happy Friday. Terry says good evening. Shauna Kennedy is here, and I'm giving her some love. Still giving her love. Let's give Shauna some love. Good to see Linda. Wanda Williams is on. Hey, Wanda. Thank you for joining us. Her Aunt Ollie has joined us. Good Friday to you. Adriana has joined us. Hola. Good to see you. Debbie Williams Walker, and Debbie Williams Walker. Good to see you. And yes, I did hang out with Mayor Davis yesterday. Um, Good to see Tawana Jackson on. That's all I'm going to say, Tawana. That's my comment for you. Good to see Barbara Kaufman on, and we want to remind you of tomorrow they're having a breakfast about mental health as well. Thank you for Anise. Lynn, you're not that late. Paula, good to see you. Angie, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Margie Jefferson is on. Shaye, I'm glad that you're back. Julia Dinkins is on as well. Carlitha, hello. Gloria Wells, hello. Angela Thompson is on with us as well. Romy Rome, the ribs. What's up with you? We got ribs or we don't have ribs? Let me know what the deal is. Good to see you. Good to see Tanya on with us as well. The Honorable Gabrielle Nelson representing District 2 of Port Whitworth. And she is on. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for your service. Um, Good to see Jaheda on with us. Ann Langley is on. Good to see Loto is on with us. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Uh, and Tabitha is on. Master Sergeant retired. Good to see you. Marsha Scott is on. Leonard, thank you so much for joining us. Um, Angie from College Brownsville. When you became from College Brownsville, you're not from the College Brownsville. Nah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Good to see Reverend Bonametria Jackson on. Good to see Reverend Deborah Grant. Thank you for joining us. To all of you, it is Friday. You know what happens on Fridays. And yes, I'm kind of moving around a little bit, but I was in the middle of a good conversation about some real talk, and all of a sudden I was like, I got to go. They're like, well, you just throwing down some real talk. I'm like, you don't understand. It's Friday, and I didn't get paid, but it's Friday night, and on Friday, uh, for those of us that know, you know what we do, and we know how we do it. I'm having, let me see. There we go. Thank you. Breakfast and lunch for $25, along with a wealth of information on mental health. That's tomorrow. Um, and so Ms. Coffin has been giving us that information. So we thank you about that. Lita! Good to see Lita. And Kim loves Savannah. Thank you so much. You can come on, Kim. Come on, everybody tell Kim. Kim is right there in Jacksonville. Come on, Kim. Come on, come on. Just come on, Kim. It's all right. Debbie Sanders, good to see you. Cynthia Smalls, hello. Hello, Net. Thank you for joining us. Felicia Chapman has joined us. And the answer to your question, I think, is yes for Tuesday night, Felicia. I think it's yes. So I'll text you with more information. Wow, everybody. Andrew Hall Houston is on, but Laura Renee Smith has joined us all the way from Middle Pennsylvania. Y'all give her some love. We haven't seen her in a minute. She's been getting her time mixed up. Kim, giving you some love. Ivania, thank you for joining us as well. For Anise, you can come on back. Catherine Grant, it's good to see you. Good to see you this week as well. Linda Wilder Bryan, I was waiting for y'all, but I had something I had to do. So, but good to see the District 3 Alderwoman who serves hard and blessed her, who served with her on the Savannah City Council. So, but anyway, it's Friday, and y'all know, and so I had to be on time. I didn't want, like black cats walking by, crossing my path. Monica, good to see you. It is good to see you as well. And you only missed last Friday. I think you missed last Sunday. We actually did a special Sunday night edition, and then we did Friday. So, lot to talk about, and I'm a little out of sorts. Let me see if I can find my glasses. Kathy, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see, because now these are not. They're not the cutest of glasses, but if they can help me see, they'll be worth it. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. This is a little better. So, Kathy's on, and Patty from Florida's Space Coast. LaMonica is on with us. Joanne is on. And so y'all know what to do. It's Friday. And when it's Friday. And for the last 3 years, every single Friday, I have been here and you have been here. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday Night Live. It is 150 157 weeks together. 157 weeks. 1,100 days. Let that sink in. 1,100 days. 1,100 days. 3 years, 5 days. 36 months. 157 weeks. We have been getting together, and I am so happy to just be. Thank you very much. Let's see. Devella is on, and thank you, Devella, for joining us. That's right. I know you, Devella. She is joining us from Enterprise, Alabama, so it's actually an hour. She's an hour behind us. Good to see Brent on as well. Carol, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I wish I didn't need them, but I guess I do. Good to see my brother Richard Think is on. Lahoma, thank you so much. And Joya is next to him. Good to see you. And thank you, Kim. You can come on and join us for 157 weeks. And we have Natalie Lopez on. And I think I'm mad at Natalie Lopez. Check your text, Natalie Lopez. I sent you a text last week. But yeah, we officially a thing. Margarita, good to see you. Good to see Tabitha Odell on. Thank you for joining us. Aisha is on. It's Aisha. Aisha. It might be Aisha. But thank you for joining us. And yeah. Good to see Miss Alvernia on, and thank you for your support. We can't stop, won't stop. Camila, good to see you. We just can't. We can't. I mean, much as we want to, we just can't stop. So, hey, good to see the Honorable Cynthia Jenkins, Mayor Pro Tem of Noonan, Georgia. Good to see her, and good to see Mama Annie Pearl on as well. Thank you for joining us, and we gonna pray. Yeah, you know that, Mama. You know we gonna pray. Everybody we gonna get that thing. Good to see Tia on as well. Good to see Zane for the first time in a long time. Let's see. Shannon. Shannon, one of the best cooks that have ever cooked a cook. She does amazing things with a piece of chicken. But we send her some love as well. And let's see. And Natalie is trying to say she called and I didn't answer. Okay. All right, I'm going to check. And Lala is heading California. I'm looking. Lala, I need you to bring little Savannah to the city hall, because I want to take her up to the roof and I want to hold her up and dedicate Savannah to Savannah. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So good to see Miss Julia on as well. We'll go ahead and give her some love just because. So y'all do that. And somebody stole water fountains from your pond. Whoa, that's pretty grimy. Michael Holton, thank you for joining us as well. And Sharon says, why are you still being monitored on SSD since 2014? Who's SSD? Sharon, I don't know who SSD is. But while you're letting us know, a couple things we want you to do. Want you to like the page. Want you to follow the page. Want you to share the page. We always appreciate when you're doing that. We are not selfish with our love, nor we're selfish about what we do here on Friday nights. And we've been doing it. It is officially a thing. And we're so appreciative of all of you for what you have done to make this what it is. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Um, Good to see Rockin' Robin McDaniel Beck from Kansas City, Missouri is on with us. Aretha says good evening as well. And we give a love to Miss Julia. And so, as you know, a couple of things we do. We like the page, we share the page. And then I told you some things I want you to do if you don't mind. And so I'm giving you all of those things right now. And the first thing is, we go Tara strong. We go hard for our girl Tara. And so your thoughts and prayers are still appreciated. And so I'm putting that out there so we can continue our good thoughts and our strong beliefs. We know that prayer changes things. We know that we know that, we want to make sure that we are able to support our friend and our fellow Friday Night Liver, Tara. So we send out love to Tara, and we'll go ahead and take that love. Byron, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Elsie is on with us. Thank you. Sorry, that's Elise. I'm sorry as well. Thank you. Um, let's see. We're doing that. We're giving love. We're giving love. We're giving love. We're giving love. And then, of course, we would love for you to support the page that I put on here as well. It's always a good thing. We want you to like our pages, and you know, if you don't want to, you don't have to, obviously. But since I'm in this season in my life, certainly would love for you to like that page. Um, I'm gonna do my best not to be too much on that, but it's the time that we're in. So, and then of course, if you feel so inclined, we certainly can create those opportunities as well. So, I'm gonna put this in here as for those of you that want to support the movement. There are ways for you to support the movement. Um, you know, $1, $2, $5, whatever it is. Um, Beggars are not choosers, and certainly very appreciative for whatever you do. So thank you very much. So anyway, so moving around a little bit, what a week it was last week. St. Patrick's Day in Savannah, the 199th St. Patrick's Day Parade. And we had a magnificent time in Savannah. It was like a little cold on Thursday, but it was perfect on Friday. It rained Friday night. It rained Saturday. Um, and, we have people in Savannah whose, hey, Bernice, good to see you, whose lineages come directly from Ireland. Those families are there. Terry Mobley has joined us, everybody. And so we celebrate that. I have worked very hard and am working very hard to live my life with the word and. Live my life with the word and. And I talked about that a little bit before. That you know, belongingness doesn't mean that you conform to the group in order to be a part. Hey, Christy, good to see you, Christy. See, I spoke to you, Christy. Um, but belongingness means that we we accept you for who you are, and that's whoever you are, whoever you choose to be, your authentic self. And so I've been trying very hard to see. Hey, Miranda, good to see you this week. To live my life with the word and. Um, hey, Patricia, if you send me that information, I'll post it. Um, Hey, Felicia. And so we're working to live our work. Some of us are so, it has to be this or that. And, hey, B. Michelle, I've been really trying to work my way into and because, at one time in our nation's history, it had to be, you know, us or them. Why can't it be us and them? And so, as a mayor of a major city in our country, I want my definition to be much more diverse, much more inclusive, and so I can be black and Irish at the same time. And somebody sent me something talking about he don't acknowledge his blackness. What kind of crap is that? I mean, I can't run from who I am. And I think that when you are supporting St. Patrick's Day, um, it doesn't have to be a either or. It doesn't have to be you're in Black History Month or St. Patrick's Day. No, it could be Black History Month and St. Patrick's Day, MLK and St. Patrick's Day, Juneteenth and St. Patrick's Day. I mean, I think I think that unfortunately, um, some of us have gotten so small-minded that our vocabularies are so constricted that it has to be, in zero sum games. It's either this or that, you know, either this or that. I mean, it doesn't have to be this or that. It could be this and that. And so, uh, my mode of leadership. And and I kind of got into it with somebody who said that foolishness. Um, it's like, open your mind, man. I mean, stop living in bondage. Bondage is that everything is a zero sum game that has to be this or that. I choose not to live my life like that. I choose to live the full part of my life. And that is this and that. I can have black friends and white friends. I can have Asian friends. I can have Hispanic friends. I can have gay, straight, transgendered, bisexual friends. And it's all right. I don't just have to have friends that are just like me. I just don't. I don't choose to. And if that is where you are, then I think that you're really limiting yourself in terms of that. And so in Savannah, we embrace St. Patrick's Day because St. Patrick's Day helps us pay a whole lot of our bills, and St. Patrick's Day helps the businesses that help support our city. And so that's where I am, and so that is why I go hard for St. Patrick's Day in March, but I go hard for Black History Month in February, and I go hard for Juneteenth in June. Remember, I was the one who proclaimed it before the country did. You know, and you're right, Tam Tam. I mean, there was a time when we couldn't be and we had to be or. And so, for those who want to be closed-minded, everything has to be this or that. I think you are, you're really limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself. And don't, check your vocabulary. And so that's just where I am, and how I lead, and fact of the matter is, so for the person who had the nerve to say, I sold out, taking my black card. I mean, you you can't take you can't take anything. You're not the keeper of the card. Who died and left you, boss? So that was just foolishness. I'm like, you must be ignorant. You don't have the ability, because you don't lord over me, nor can you judge me. And so, um, you know, I'm going to live my life and continue to live my life. And I think that's where I've been driven, really. For those who love Dr. King and all of those things, well, this is your opportunity to live a more inclusive life. It doesn't mean that you forget about the issues that affect the human race. It doesn't mean you forget the issues that face segments of of the human race in particular. But it also means that we have to be able to do better. And so that's just where I am. So um, anyway, So yeah, we had a good time in St. Patrick's Day. I had a good time being Irish and hanging out with the Irish folks. And I'm 2% Irish, and I embraced my 2%, and it was all right. And for those who don't like it, sorry, sorry. Blame ancestry, DNA, and my folks. Good to see Coach Cassell Bell on as well. Always good to see you on, Coach. So that was all I, so we did that, and we did St. Patrick's, and now we move on. And so that is, I think, all I wanted to talk about. So here's your opportunity. What do you want to talk about? Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. Good to see Lisa on as well. And yes, Linda Wilder Bryant had a great time in the parade. So I appreciate that. Kathy is on with us. Thank you for joining us. Uh, Edna Williams has joined us. Hello, Edna. Thank you for joining us. And people love our city, and I was glad to be able to host those folks here. So what do y'all want to talk about? Carol, that's right. Happy and blessed Ramadan for our Muslim friends. Ramadan is a 30-day period of fasting in the Muslim faith, and it is probably, I believe, their most sacred time of the year, and it's a time of intense prayer and fasting, and so they fast to commemorate what was Muhammad's first revelation, which really presented the Quran to the people. And so they observe it as a month of fasting and prayer, reflection, and community. It is extremely a sacred task. You fast from dawn to sunset. And so, um, you know, so to our Muslim friends, we hope you have an easy fast. So thank you for that, Carol, for reminding me about that. Um, let's see. Um, hey, Andrew. Andrew, good to see you. Um, Ernestine, good to see you. Marsha, good to see you. Janine, good evening to you. So, wait, hey, Latasha, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, we got to stop. I mean, it amazes me. We have to stop majoring in minor things. It amazes me who majors in those minor things. Thank you, Selma. Cynthia, thank you. Thank you. I love them too. I found life is just so much easier. I mean, there's certain people, just everything they do, their whole life is just involved in some controversy or something. I mean, you know, can we all just get along? Let's see. Good to see Gloria on as well. Audrey King. Good to see the lady who keeps our power on. And I did what I said I was going to do. I did post the information, and I think it was passed along. So hopefully people took advantage of it. Um, Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. And Ivy has snuck in. Good to see Carolyn on. I try my best to try my best to see it. Joyce, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. I'm trying to get to him. Um, you're very welcome. Let me see. I remember Barbara Kaufman's event now. Now, I paid for three because three people did it now. It don't work this week. I did it before, so we had three people. Hey, Delandria, thank you for joining us. Glad to have you on with us. And let's see, Pamela Gray's on, and um, Virgil is on, and Karina. Um, where's my sweetheart? Where is she? Joyce is on as well. I'm waiting. Where is she? Wow, we have uh, I think our most seasoned senior member, Mercedes Campbell, is um, joining us, and she says 5 stars. Man, thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you for that, and so I'm gonna give her some love just because she is who she is. So, um, well, did she say hello, um, Karina? I mean, she didn't say. I mean, she didn't say hello to me. Um, and I guess I'm not sponsoring any mayoral debates, but I guess you could. Talia, good to see you. Jackie's on with us. Davita is on. Carolyn, hello as well. Thank you for joining us. And I'm gonna give Mercedes some love, loving on her. She says hello. All right. Hey, Dream. It is good to see you, sweetie, and I hope you're doing all right. All right, good. Hope you're doing well. Curtis, why won't I debate? Curtis, we haven't even qualified yet, man. What are you talking about? You can't debate until you qualify. You qualify first. You don't qualify until the last week in August. So what? I'm debating right now. I mean, when that time comes, but there is nothing to debate right now because the season has not started as of yet. So, hope you understand that, uh, Kurt. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but anyway. Uh, so I think Ed was sending out a hypothetical question, but no, I'm not debating right now. There's nothing to debate because uh, you don't qualify until August. So why would there be a debate before August till you know who you're running against? Believe me, this is not my first rodeo. When the time comes, I'm gonna be ready. And when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And so, you know, this will be number 6 election for me. And so, you know, whoever gets in the ring is where we'll be. Um, but I think I got a record I can stand on, so I'm good. Um, the Sigma French fries on Waters Avenue. All right, all right. Always good. Thank you, Vaughn. George, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Um, Miami Beat, who's my favorite team? My favorite team is the Knicks because I'm a New Yorker at heart. So, um, hey, Mama Marsha, good to see you. Kathy, how will you? How dare you watch Lifetime instead of being on with us? Hey, Des, good to see you. And Loto, I did make that call. Um, I hadn't got anybody back on yet, so I'm waiting. Um, let's see. Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. We were really blessed. When you look at what happened in Miami Beach and all those kids and all that kind of stuff, and guns and weapons and stuff. We were really blessed, but that's because of Team Savannah. Again, we have a phenomenal site there. and we had a great team that did great work, from police to fire, from sanitation, particularly our park and tree, our revenue, our city marshals, everybody just did um, what they were supposed to do. So, um, how's the Brown site, this canal district, why did the city realize they had a massive environmental hazard that they tried to build a children's playground on? First of all, that ain't true. We were building parking on that. So get your story right. Now, Curtis, I think, yeah, it's been a environmental hazard for years because it's been industrial uses. There was a concrete plant on there. There was a steel plant on there. There was all kinds of stuff on there. So yeah, um, that's why we're cleaning it up. And I'm proud of that because we will mitigate it. We will clean the environmental hazard that's been there for years. That if we did not put the arena in that spot, would never have been cleaned up. So you know what we're doing? We're righting a wrong that should have been righted years ago, but we're righting it now. So that's how the Brown site is going. It's being remediated. Thank you very much. So that's the deal. Thank you, Patricia, for standing with Van. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dana. Is this District One still a food desert? No, there is areas uh, in the city that are food deserts. The whole district is not a food desert. You have to look at what the definition of a food desert is. So therefore, based on the definition of what is a food desert or food apartheid, um, that would not be the whole district wouldn't be a food desert. Generally, the USDA defines it as a low income tract where a substantial number of people have low access to supermarkets or large grocery stores. Generally, it's about a mile. And so I live in the first district, and I don't live in a food district because I live within a mile from a supermarket. So there are just some areas in which that has occurred, and of course, we're addressing that. So keep them coming, Curtis. I ain't got nothing but time, brother. Nothing but time. Uh, you know. Let's see. Of course, special events. Why? How could I ever forget the special events and tourism department for all that they have done? Thank you so much to the special events department. Yes, I love y'all. Great job. Great job. Great job. Hey, Tequila, thank you so much. Good to see you. Uh, Curtis, you know where I live. You know where I live, so you know you know exactly where I live. So, uh, and the folks know where I live. So, yeah, still, supermarkets are commercial ventures. So, you have to have supermarkets or people to be able to provide those types of things. So, where do you live, Curtis? Where do you live? So, um, so there are grocery stores in my district, and like again, um, I don't live in a desert. There are portions of our city in which, given the definition, are. However, those food deserts are mitigated by the availability of fresh foods and vegetables by farmers markets, by community gardens, by food trucks that provide those things. And so, therefore, in those cases, we're dealing with that. So, um, no, we're writing it because we knew we were getting into. We don't own that property, but we're writing it. It's not property the city owns, Curtis. So, but it's property that we're using, and so in using that gives us an opportunity to be able to mitigate it, and we're getting money for some of that stuff. So, and the EPD is giving it to us. So, just want to make sure you knew that. Um, Oh no, sanitation, y'all were beasts. That's why I tried to see as many of y'all as I could. So it's always good to see y'all. What is the plan for the significant increase for housing in the city? Um, a couple of things. Um, the reality is for us is that affordability is going to be an issue because of market. Um, and so what we have done is to use the money that we've put aside in the housing plan to be able to leverage. Um, and I have the amount. Um, Matter of fact, let me see. Glad you asked me. 'Cause I have it. What did I do with it? Um, Here it is. 'Cause I have to keep my information. So um, our our affordable housing plan um, called for housing actions that benefited 550 households. Our target for 2022 was 550 households. However, although we planned for 550 households in 2022, we actually helped 923 households in 2022. So we helped 400 more families for in housing actions that provided affordability. Um, our 2022 goals call for total investment of $24 million. Because of the city's affordable housing action plan, we had a total investment of $122 million. So we had $98 million more in housing investment, and so um, that's what we're able to do. I think that housing is very it changes. Um, Y'all go now. I'm gonna answer one more question from Curtis, and then I'm not answering more questions. Why did 20 million? I don't think it's $20 million in unpaid water bills. That don't make sense. But I will tell you this: we didn't cut anybody's water off over 2.5 years during the pandemic because that's what we do. We were not going to turn around and victimize people who were having a hard time during the pandemic by cutting their water off. So yes, although they weren't paying us, although times might have been hard for us, this city was going to have a heart and not turn off people's water. So we'll collect the money one day. We'll start collecting it now. But the reality was for us, you know, we were not going to victimize people by turning off their water. So, yeah, we have water bills that have not been collected. We'll collect them. So that is the end of the day for Curtis, and we're not answering any more from Curtis. Good night, Curtis. Now back to everybody else. Hey, Barbara Foster, good to see you as well. Um, Michelle wants to talk about the um, homeless people in Savannah. What would you like to talk about the homeless people? Hey, Miss Charlotte, good to see you. Um, uh, let's see, I'm looking to see. All right, I was looking to see. Let me see. All right, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Um, hey, Anthony Jones, good to see you. Nguyen. Well, yeah, I mean, it is an issue and it is a challenge. Hey, good to see St. Mary's AME Church, pastored by Lester Foster. Good to see you. Um, yeah, it, you know, I mean, housing affordability, this is something that's happening all over the country. I mean, we're here in Washington, D.C. It's an issue, is an issue everywhere. And that is why we are, um, well, let me say this about Curtis. He was begging to get unblocked, and he was very nice, kind, and gracious. So, anyway, we're not talking about that. But anyway, um, please take serious consideration. Let the Jinx open by Victory North. Um, I don't know. I don't know if we have anything going on with the Jinx. Um, Good to see. Let me look. Um, Wait a minute. Good to see Mayor Dana Williams, my friend and partner. He is the great mayor of Thunderbolt, Georgia. Good to see you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for joining us, and we're glad to have you here. But homelessness is, well, housing is difficult. It's just, I mean, you have a city like Savannah where people want to live in, um, and you have people who want to move here, and you have people who want to move here, and they're willing to pay top cost to move here. So, two things in terms of housing affordability: if you own property, don't sell it. You know, if someone is offering you, and these people call me all the time, um, they call me all the time asking me about buying my house. Good to see you, Tara. Thank you for joining us. Um, you want to call, we want to offer you this, we want to offer you that. If they're offering you money, then they know the value of what you have. The issue with us a lot of times when it deals with housing is that we have property that um, you don't know the value of what you have. When we talk about gentrification, people can't buy if you don't sell. And we often criticize the people who buy, but we never ever talk about the people who sell. And the fact is that, you can maintain that. Wealth is always in land. It's not in the money. And so you hold on to your property. You pass it down, or you sell it to a family member with the understanding they won't sell it. I mean, that is how you keep affordability. Curtis, I say I'm done with you tonight, and so I've answered enough of your questions, and we're done with you. So you go in the corner and just chill out. But anyway, um, so that's just where I am. So my thought is to encourage people that, if you want to make sure that housing remains affordable and attainable, if you want to talk about um, the necessity of being able to keep housing in local hands, then don't sell it. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. And as you all know, the city of Savannah, um, we have the Dreammaker program. We work with St. Joseph's Candler. We work with Memorial. We help people buy their first homes. We will help provide a mortgage to help make the payment affordable for you. So, I mean, you can own your own home. And so we want to help people to be able to do that. So we hope that you will uh, consider that. The homeless thing is a whole different animal. I mean, the fact is that, as I've said before, we're not going to criminalize homelessness. Um, I won't. I will not. I won't criminalize somebody for being homeless. And I've had people call me and say, "Hey, can't you do something with them? What do you want me to do with them? You know, why don't you do something? Well, why don't you take them? Why don't you take them home with you? If you want us to do something with them, it is not a crime to be in public space if you're homeless. So I'm saying the reality is that we'll provide services, but what we're finding more and more is two things. We're finding that people are coming through Savannah. The same reasons people find Savannah a great place to visit. They also find Savannah a great place to um, that if you're roofless to come and stay. The weather is nice, the terrain is pretty stable, and the people are very they're very kind, and and Savannans, as you know, do a lot of wonderful things for people, and so that's been the challenge. Jacqueline Grant, good to see you as well. Um, and thank you. Yes, we are working on an action plan for the South Side to include a day center out there as well as services out there as well. But I think we're not going to eradicate homelessness. The reality is that when we have talked to individuals that are homeless, a lot of them want to. Um, a lot of them want to remain where they are. They just want to stay there. And so, you have to respect people's rights to be able to do that. Now, that being said, we don't criminalize um, we don't criminalize homelessness, but on the other end of it, if you are doing criminal activity, regardless if you're homeless or not, we have to be able to deal with that. Now, let me get to this. Let me see. Let me see. What services are available? We had a man walk into our place of business asking us to call EMS. He was hearing voices, and 45 minutes later, the Savannah police showed up. Um, I don't know. It depends on what the police did. I mean, obviously, it's a place of business. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe he came into your business because he needed help. And maybe, Michelle, he trusted that you would help. Um, so I'm hoping that you did call EMS. He's asking you for help. So you did exactly what I think a reasonable citizen would have done. You called for help. And so I appreciate you calling for help, and I pray that he is okay. And perhaps once he's stabilized, he'll be okay. So um, I hope he's okay. So we have a lot of trash on the south side. Wait a minute, let me see. White gloves, chairs, and buggies and trash. Yeah, I mean, you know, those are their quality of life. They're not necessarily criminal, and so obviously, if they're public places, I think that there's some things that we can do um, to be able to address what the issue is. Again, it's not criminal stuff for them to have a chair, um, on the street. So um, we have, I think, through the Homeless Authority and our interagency council on homelessness. Yeah, I think we have to deal with the situation person by person. Let's see, the person has a chair, maybe they wouldn't mind having a roof over their head, and maybe they might want to have some help. So, I think that is kind of what the issue is. Um, hey, Gloria, good to see you. So, um, oh, yeah, sad. Damn, damn. Um, I just found something, y'all. Okay. So, what else y'all want to talk about? The old city mission is a great resource as well. Um, Great resource. They do great work, um, and they work hard at changing people's hearts. And so we appreciate the work that they do. Iron Bull, you have joined us as well. Thank you so much. Hey Cheryl, good to see you. Any other questions? Anything I can answer? Um, Sorry, we talked about it. Um, yeah, they do. They ask for two times the rent because when um, the when the demand exceeds supply, the price goes up, and so that is why I ask people. You hold on to what you have. Um, damn, stop. Be nice. But we have to do what we can to help promote housing and make housing available. And so that is what I am certainly very, very supportive of. Because otherwise, you don't have a place for people to stay. So um, I'm just trying to change one of these lights. Make sure this light works. All right. And when are they going to open the Housing Authority of Savannah? I didn't know it was closed. I know people there working, so I didn't know it was closed. Um, Iron Bull, it's all right. Make your money, brother. Make your money. Make your money. Make your money. Make your money. I'm reading some of these comments, y'all. So, anyway, I didn't know what else y'all wanted to talk about. Have I ever heard of wait a minute, of the 66888 Central Postal Directory Battalion, nicknamed the 6888, was an all-black battalion of the Women's Army Corps? I did not. Where were they based out of, Gloria? I never heard about that. So, um, I'm not sure we're eligible to get the money that HUD gave the cities because we don't have a fair housing arm. It is my hope to have one, but I don't think we have. Well, we don't have one now, but I don't know if we're eligible to get some of the HUD money because um, the city stopped having a fair housing council. As you know, it's my plan to get a fair housing council. So I'm working to help make that happen. What else? Anything else? Make sure we. I did not know that. I did not know that, but let me know. Good to see Sheila on as well. Thank you. Sheila says to be kind. I am. I'm speaking on. Um, I'm speaking like midday on Sunday, so I'll send you the information. Anything else? Hey, Monique. Thank you for joining us. Glad to have you on with us. Um, I will look that up. I will definitely look that up. Because that's a little known fact. But well, okay. So the housing authority is open, but the housing list is not open, and the housing choice voucher list is still closed. I know they opened it recently for a short period of time. I'll see if what I can find out about it. Lenora, good to see you. Um, Tashana Butler, whoa, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I can tell I'm getting sleepy because I'm starting to feel a little silly. But anyway, so um, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Here we are. We knocked it down again. Another week of Friday Night Live, and we love having you a part of our fellowship. Um, Glad to have you with us. And certainly oh, Tyler Perry's making a movie. Is there a list? Um, Ashley, call United Way 211 211. Yes, Pernacia. Yeah, we moved our police headquarters out on Abercorn Street because the building it's like an old building. It's like leaking, and so we need to do some extensive renovation from that. So, but I'll find out about the housing choice voucher list. I think we have to figure out how that happens. So, but that's fine, Miss Dalton. Thank you. I appreciate you too. That was good to see you too. Um, can I at least agree with the litter can suggestion? What do you mean? What is the litter can suggestion? I'm not familiar with it. What about Savannah Gardens? Are they low income? I think they're mixed income. It's mixed income. So if you want to do that, you could do that. I was waiting for information about the litter can suggestion, seeing if that was going to come up before I logged off. I love and respect you too, Miss Charlotte. I'm giving you, you know, Miss Charlotte. I only deal with some people because of you, right? So, um, but anyway, thank you so much. Thank y'all, and yes, good night to everybody except for Curtis. Well, hey, we want to make sure that you know, again, and I don't mind people having people on who don't agree with me. I mean, it's fine. I mean, the prerequisite is that not that you have to agree with me, but when you're sitting there really purposely trying to be, you notice he got quiet real quick all of a sudden. Um, when you're sitting here being divisive and trying to cause issues, then you know how that goes. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. It's Friday Night Live. We've done it another night. Now, next week is going to be really